Hi everyone, my name is Jacob Downey and I work with Jarrod McKenna at Jarrod McKenna Photography. The past year that I've been working with him has been a phenomenal experience. I have met a lot of wonderful people and I just feel like it's been such a valuable experience for me. And for the clients that we have been working with as well. So there are quite a few photographers, hundreds of photographers, but in Vancouver area alone, that all sort of, dibble dabble in different types of photography. They'll do some wedding stuff or some portraits and some headshots. I guess trying to reach a wide spectrum market, which I get, but at the same time, though Jarrod does do some of the similar things and he will sort of expand out based on what the clients need, his specialty is dealing with male nude photography, fine arts photography that is some amazing black and white stuff that usually, sometimes in color, does a component of that is boudoir photography. So it's kind of a little bit of a twist, because normally if you look up boudoir photography online, all you're going to see, for the most part, is female photography. There are, some exceptions to that, but generally speaking. So to have somebody that kind of offers something to men that women have had for a long time is quite a thing. So with Jarrod and the clients that he's been working with, it's kind of opened up new possibilities for men that they never had before. And I guess one of the things that I don't guess it, I know it, that one of the things that has sort of surfaced is that men feel like no matter what their sexual orientation is, that to be naked in front of two other men and being photographed can be intimidating and make them feel nervous and struggle with how that goes. I get that, because when I was a teenager 20 some years ago, I started doing nude life photography at a local art gallery in Edmonton. And at first I was extremely nervous. It ended up being a very enjoyable experience, and I wanted to take it to the next level, so I continued with that, which ended up leading into doing a professional nude photography shoot for a professional photographer. And before I knew it, I had a picture of my torso without my head hanging in this small little art gallery in Edmonton, and proudly walking through with my friends looking at it going, wow, that was me. Yeah, I was nervous, for sure, but I had something that I get to carry with me for the rest of my life. And something that I will cherish. So, I guess the thing is that when it comes to the clients that we've been working with, I do put a great deal of work, proudly so and happily so, in making sure that the client is comfortable well before the actual photo shoot. So, taking into consideration when the actual photo shoot itself happens, I put myself in their shoes. And I look at it and I think, okay, are they comfortable in terms of how they're standing? Is the temperature in the room comfortable? I account for all of that because I've been there and I've done it. So that's something I can add to the element that a lot of photographers do not have, that sort of assistant and that creative designer that has been on that side of things that would be able to enhance the photography experience. And because we're talking about doing male photography with men who tend to be a little bit more nervous, it just kind of is that extra element of something special that with Jarrod McKenna Photography that we get to offer you that a lot of photographers wouldn't be able to help you with. So it's kind of, well, it's not kind of, it is something remarkable that, you have the ability to reach out and to experience. I would like to emphasize a little bit about the nervousness, because the clients that we have had have said in the beginning they were a little bit nervous. But the thing is that they've also all said it's dissipated really quickly. It's just a matter of getting in, which is understandable, and having that dialogue with both myself and Jarrod, and being able to kind of just hone down on your nervousness. And in the beginning it's understandable. I get it, Jarrod gets it, but it's a matter of a short period of time, and that goes away, and you get to enjoy in the experience, of which I help direct. So you don't need experience having done this before or not. Myself and Jarrod are very good at sort of being able to navigate you, if you will, and where we sort of work collaboratively in that aspect. I would like to tell you as well that if you are feeling like you would like to speak to somebody else, or at the very least have reviews from somebody else who's done it, to some combination or another would be able to provide that for you. One of the key things that stands out for me in my mind is if you are in a relationship and your partner, whether it's a husband or a wife or a girlfriend or a boyfriend, and thinking, I want to do something special for my partner. Whether it's you're giving a surprise and saying, hey, this is what you're doing, and you're doing it for me, or you're doing it for you. At the end of the day, it's just something a little bit different than giving flowers or chocolates. So, and everybody's always thinking about what can we do different, whether it's Valentine's Day or an anniversary or a wedding. It's something that means something that's personal. 20 years later, I look back at the photos that I did from my first very professional photo shoot, and I think to myself, wow, that was me. That was my body. And sometimes I'm shocked by it, to be honest. I look at it and I don't know what to think. I just, 20 years makes a big difference, but to have that to look back at and just be able to truly appreciate is something remarkable. So in regards to the photo shoots themselves, they are indoors, typically within the studio. The studio itself is very modern, it's spacious, it has all the amenities I could need, and most importantly, it's comfortable. If for some reason you felt like you wanted to do it in your own home or outdoors, if it's at a beach or in the woods, the thing is that you and I will spend some time to navigate, as much time as you're willing to give me, because I love to ramble, which I'm sure that you already gathered. The more information I have from you, the more success that I can give you at the end of the day. So being able to get to know you a little bit and understand what your life's about, what it is you want and might enjoy seeing in your photos, is something that I find important. And as the creative designer to this photo shoot for clients, I take value and pride in being able to hone in on making the absolutely best experience that I could possibly make for you. I mean, Jarrod is phenomenal. He has such a great eye of being able to say, stop, nobody move. This is the best shot ever. I don't get to see that because I'm not behind the camera, but I get to set things up in such a way that I can look at your body type, I know who you are, I have an idea of what it is that you do, what you like in life, and I kind of put it all together in this nice tight little package and be able to present something that at the end of the day, I know you're going to be happy and proud with and cherish, as have all the clients that have already done this with us. And again, going back to the fact that Jarrod predominantly specializes in this, as well as having some flexibility in doing other things, the reality is that having that ability to be able to kind of work with me, to work with himself and the client and say, this is what I do, if this is what you want, I'm going to give you 110% out of it. And we all do that. And everybody has kind of come out of it, everybody has come out of it and felt amazed by the experience. It's actually kind of shocking when you think about it. as a nudist, I am very comfortable being nude around people, and I've experienced over the years people have kind of come into that situation and also been nervous. And at the end of the day, it's like we were born in this world with no clothes on, and why not embrace it and enjoy it and have fun with it? And I am grateful to be able to be part of that process and to add the creativity to be able to have a wonderful end result of photos that I know you will cherish, and by yourself or with your husband or your girlfriend. The bottom line is that both Jarrod and I take a great deal of pride in the hard work that we do to be able to make this experience for you something that you will cherish and enjoy for many, many years to come. What else can I tell you? I have set up an Instagram account, which is on here, so you can reach me on here at jacob.damon444. You can also find me on Twitter and on Tumblr at photo, G as in George, capital YVR. And if you're looking to reach out to Jarrod himself, you'll be able to find his email address at the bottom of his website, which is jarrodmckennaphotography.ca. If you live in Vancouver, fantastic. It'll be easy to coordinate, all three of our schedules to be able to make it happen. Keeping in mind that it may take some time to be able to achieve that. What else can I say? I really am looking forward to hopefully hearing from you and being able to work with you to make this possible. I think you'll be very happy that you did kind of step outside your comfort zone to try this out. The important other thing to note is that if you contact Jarrod, he will give you some other sources of other things he has available to show you some of his work, such as Flickr, and some other things as well. I guess at the end of the day, the point is that we want to share with you what we have that will show you and showcase what it is that we have done, but at the same time embracing the fact that we are very open-minded, very friendly people who are looking forward to working collaboratively with our clients to be able to have not just a photo shoot but an experience. And often one that has men coming out of a photo shoot saying, I didn't expect it, but what a boost to my ecosystem and my self-esteem. And that's something that's pretty remarkable for a man to admit and to be able to share with somebody, because it's kind of going in that no-go zone. So yeah, I'm very, very happy to be part of this process. Again, having worked with Jarrod has been phenomenal. He's a wonderful and truly talented, great photographer who I highly recommend, and I look forward to hopefully meeting with you in the near future.